Now, a new training initiative is equipping conservation practitioners and managers with innovative approaches to preserve and rejuvenate Ghana's endangered tree species and their natural habitats. Over 10% of the country's indigenous tree species are at risk, making the development of effective conservation and restoration tactics in their native environments a pressing necessity. Today's episode of Climate Focus explores the critical need for novel methods, innovative methods, to restore and protect Ghana's forests.
Earth's land surface is degraded, affecting the well-being of over 3 billion people as lakes dry up, forests vanish, and farmlands become dust bowls. To protect both nature and human health, there is a crucial need to restore 1.5 billion hectares of land by 2030.
To modify things if we're not covering what you would really like us to cover. So it's a team effort, and we're all...
A specialized course aimed at conservation practitioners and managers focuses on building capacity for on-site conservation of Ghana's endangered tree species, addressing this challenge through a practical and tailored program.
Right in the southwestern, down here is the evergreen forest, and as the name supposes, there's a lot of rainfall going on over there. Then we have the moist evergreen. We have the
Yao Etuahene Yako from the Resource Management Support Center of the Forestry Commission reflects on the past 20 years.
Yes, it means when we look back like 20, 25 years ago, for example, when I joined the Forestry Commission, I mean, the forest was in a far better state as we are seeing today. We are supposed as Forestry Commission to be improving on what is there. But there seems to be too much onslaught on the forest now, from all angles. By nature, we are suffering from wildfires and others, and then we also have people attacking the forest in terms of harvesting and illegal mining. So that's what we mean by the forest doesn't look too good now because of these factors that is affecting the forest. I mean, they are very, very challenging.
Yao emphasizes the importance of forest protection and urges communities not to destroy the natural habitat.
Yes, the point is, we are doing our best to restore the forest, but protection is very important, because if we lose the forest and even we try to restore it, we can never get it back to its original stage. That's what I mean by you can never plant a forest and let it look like what God created. I mean, he is a master creator. His is different. With high biodiversity, a lot of species, animals, all the different kind of species are within a forest. When you destroy that one and you plant, you are putting in together maybe maximum 10 species in that land, in maybe a square hectare, in a hectare of land. But if you take a typical tropical forest, you can have over 650 plant species within that area that we are talking of. So you will be reducing the quality of the forest. Although you will try to put some trees back, you will not get it as it used to be. So it's important, first, we protect the forest by not destroying them, and then the little that maybe will be destroyed will have to be planted back.
The training session gathered 20 conservation leaders aimed at inspiring them to ensure forests are conserved.
Focused around
Dr. Rosie Trevelyan, director of the Tropical Biological Association, emphasizes that successful restoration requires collective effort and involvement.
So really the essence of the program is to solve the challenge we have of conserving forests, and particularly threatened trees, in Ghana through education and training, and particularly through bringing together people who are really at the forefront of conservation, to bring them together so they can learn from each other as well as learn from us. So we're aiming to give people the tools, some inspiration, and some of the science behind our current views on forest restoration, so that we can all achieve a program that's better.
Dr. Trevelyan says interventions are crucial for ensuring healthy and functional forests in Ghana, preserving the beauty of nature. She emphasizes hope in the restoration and conservation efforts, given the dedication of those leading the charge.
So we have 20 participants on the course from a whole range of organisations, and I know that we've just heard from them that their expectations are to, I mean, we all want to do better conservation. Their expectations are to learn some new ideas and new approaches for forest restoration, to hear from other organisations what they're doing. Often people are stuck in their own offices or in their own field sites, and this is a real chance for people to learn from what other people are doing on the ground. And we'll also, as part of the course, it's not just in a classroom, we're going to be going out to visit real conservation and restoration projects on the ground. And one of our aims is to remind ourselves, what is our ultimate goal for restoration? It's to have a healthy, functioning forest.
Meanwhile, INEC Ghana has already restored 120 hectares of degraded land, with plans to restore an additional 240 hectares in 2024 using native species. David Kwarteng serves as the executive director of the organization.
Over there, we are restoring about 120 hectares of degraded forests land, and we are using the community approach through agroforestry, where the communities get opportunity to plant crops and then to be able to feed their families, whilst they take care of the trees that we have planted. And so far we are seeing tremendous improvement in the tree cover. This year we are also working at the Mankran Forest Reserve, where we are doing a total of 240 hectares.
Organizations such as Arocha Ghana and Goshen Global Vision are leading various initiatives aimed at environmental protection through sustainable practices.
So my name is Hobson Eli Etra. I work with Arocha Ghana as the Chibi Landscape Manager. As part of the Franklina project, we are looking at 19 species that are endangered, 3 species that are endangered, and how to strengthen their needs and their use in the communities. We are engaging with the communities to identify these species. We are engaging with the communities to monitor the phenologies of these species when they are fruiting, when they are seeding, so they help to collect the seeds and do the propagation.
Effective restoration planning course involves anticipating project impacts, comprehending the ecological links in forest restoration for sustainable conservation results, selecting appropriate restoration methods for different situations, monitoring effects, and emphasizing the significance of safeguarding Ghana's vulnerable tree species. Forest protectors are urged to undo the damage caused by Ghanaian communities, giving their children and future generations a chance at a better future.
I really think that the people on this course have the ability to solve the forest conservation and restoration issues in Ghana. And I think this course is just a way to really bring that out from them, give them more motivation and empowerment so they really can have the impact that they want.
It is the responsibility of all of us to protect the forest and then also to restore it, because that is what, especially if you are a Christian, we all believe that that is what God told our forefathers, Adam and Eve, to do in the garden, that we should manage the natural environment that He has given us.
A report by Mohamed Nuruddin.
Climate Focus is brought to you by Joy News in partnership with Youth Bridge Foundation, bridging gaps for positive youth development, and the Climate Development Knowledge Network.